As the movie begins, we meet Jenna, the protagonist. The movie opens with a scene at her school where she is having her picture taken. Jenna's best friend, Matt, affectionately surprises her by jumping into the photo, wanting to capture a memory of her special day. However, the moment is interrupted by the arrival of a group of popular girls led by Lucy. Jenna is visibly excited when Lucy expresses interest in attending her birthday party, along with Jenna's crush, Chris. The group can't make it due to a group project, but Jenna, eager to impress, offers to write their report for them, hoping this will secure their attendance. As they walk home, Matt expresses his disbelief at Jenna's invitation to the group, warning that they aren't really her friends. Jenna, however, is too excited by the idea of being part of the popular crowd and dismisses his concerns. Preparing for her party, Jenna is seen applying makeup, trying to emulate models. Despite her parents' enthusiasm for her birthday, Jenna is frustrated with her appearance. Her mother reassures her that she is beautiful in her own way, but Jenna yearns to look more like the glamorous models she idolizes. She wishes to be 30, flirty, and thriving, as described in the magazine, longing to escape her teenage awkwardness. At her party, held in the basement, Jenna dances and enjoys herself. The mood shifts when Matt arrives, presenting Jenna with a heartfelt birthday gift, a handcrafted dollhouse complete with miniature furniture and cutouts of themselves, symbolizing their friendship. He also gives her magical wishing dust, which he sprinkles inside the dollhouse. Their intimate moment is cut short by the arrival of the group of famous girls. Jenna hurriedly hides the precious dollhouse in a closet to avoid their ridicule. The popular girls casually toss their coats at Jenna, treating her more like a servant than a friend. Despite this, Jenna's spirits are lifted when Chris and his friends show up, enjoying the attention of her crush and the popular crowd. Soon after, the party takes an awkward turn when Lucy suggests playing, implying that Chris, Jenna's crush, wants to play with her. Blindfolded, Jenna is pushed into a closet, where she reveals the location of the group project to Lucy. Once she has what she wants, Lucy and the others leave, abandoning Jenna. Matt finds Jenna alone in the closet, and a misunderstanding leads her to believe he's responsible for the group leaving. Upset and feeling betrayed, Jenna locks herself in the closet, wishing to be 30, flirty, and thriving. The next morning, Jenna wakes up to find herself in an unfamiliar room, shocked to see her adult reflection in the mirror. Confused and unable to find her parents, Jenna discovers she is living in an apartment, and according to a voicemail message, her parents are in the Caribbean. When Alex, a man in her bathroom, calls out to Jenna and approaches her with just a towel, she panics and runs out of the apartment. Outside, she encounters Lucy, who tells Jenna to hurry as they're late. In the car, Jenna tries to explain that she's actually 13, but Lucy dismisses it as a hangover. Arriving at work, Jenna learns she is now a high-profile editor for Poise magazine. In a meeting with her boss, Richard, and her assistant, Arlene, Jenna struggles to keep up. Feeling overwhelmed, she seeks refuge in her office, shocked to find a picture of herself with Alex and a signed portrait of Madonna. When Arlene informs her that her mother called, Jenna is startled to hear she previously told Arlene not to bother her with family calls. Determined to understand her new life, Jenna visits Matt's apartment, where she's surprised to learn they haven't seen each other since high school. Matt, equally surprised by her visit, reluctantly lets her in. Jenna discovers Matt is a photographer and pleads for his help to piece together her missing years. Matt reveals that they drifted apart, and Jenna became the leader of the famous group, remaining friends with Lucy. After learning a limousine will take her to a party, Jenna invites Matt, but he declines. At the party, Jenna reconnects with Lucy and enjoys herself until Lucy points out the party is losing its appeal. The evening is further soured when Trish, editor-in-chief of rival magazine Sparkle, boasts about their success. After a while, Jenna's newfound adulthood continues to bring both joy and challenges. At the party, she encourages the guests to dance. Initially dancing alone, she catches the attention of everyone, including Matt. With some hesitation, Matt joins her on the dance floor, prompting other guests, even Lucy and Richard, to dance along. However, Matt soon feels out of place and leaves the party abruptly. In the days that follow, Jenna indulges in shopping sprees and leisurely activities, followed with earnest attempts to understand the world of magazine publishing. Her evenings are spent socializing, and one night, she goes out for drinks with Lucy. Their evening takes another turn when they encounter Alex, Jenna's boyfriend, and a hockey player surrounded by fans. Matt, accompanied by his fiancée Wendy, also crosses paths with them. The encounter is awkward, especially when Alex joins the group. The next day, Jenna vents to her young neighbor, Becky, about her uneventful evening with Alex. At work, Richard announces the need for a magazine redesign due to low sales, urging the team to embrace the opportunity for creativity. Jenna and Lucy are tasked with developing the new design. Amidst office turmoil, Jenna receives numerous unkind messages from rivals and tries to avoid contact with Alex. Her day takes a darker turn when her colleague's husband, Pete, makes unwelcome advances, leading Jenna to forcefully rebuff him. She is further disheartened upon overhearing Lucy's belittling remarks about her and plans to sabotage Jenna's work. Feeling confused, Jenna seeks comfort in a walk with Matt. She questions whether Wendy is his soulmate, but Matt dismisses the idea. Jenna probes about their lost friendship, learning that a past incident involving a birthday song and the dollhouse soured their relationship. Guilt-ridden, Jenna urges Matt not to be kind to her, admitting her adult self isn't a good person and leaves upset. Seeking comfort and answers, Jenna returns to her childhood home, where she emotionally reunites with her parents. The next day, Jenna's mother shares wisdom about life's regrets, influencing Jenna's perspective. Back at her apartment, Jenna revisits their yearbook and realizes Matt's significant role in her past. Inspired, she dedicates an entire day to planning her redesign for Poise magazine. Encountering Lucy, Jenna learns of her colleague's duplicity in working on her own redesign. Undeterred, Jenna confidently reveals she is doing the same. The next day at the park, Jenna surprises Matt with an exciting job offer to work as a photographer for Poise magazine for a week. Matt is hesitant at first, noting that his photographic style differs significantly from Poise's usual aesthetic. Jenna, however, insists that this is precisely why she wants him on board. They embark on a playful and creative photo shoot with models dressed in school-themed outfits, capturing fun and lively images for the magazine. As they work together, Jenna and Matt enjoy a dance later in the evening, celebrating their collaboration. Over the week, Matt leads the photo shoot with a new theme, bringing a fresh perspective to the magazine. Once the shoot concludes, Jenna and Matt review the photos together, both pleased with the outstanding results. While working late into the night, Matt begins to feel apprehensive about getting too close to Jenna and decides to excuse himself. However, Jenna suddenly craves candy, and they go out together to buy some. Reliving their younger days, Matt expresses how much he enjoyed working with Jenna, leading to a moment of nostalgia. Jenna reciprocates, telling Matt he's the sweetest guy she's ever known, which boosts his confidence. They then engage in a playful swing competition, wagering a dinner and drink celebration if Jenna's redesign is chosen. The friendly competition results in both of them jumping off the swings and rolling close to each other. In the heat of the moment, Matt leans in and kisses Jenna. Later, Jenna recounts the romantic encounter to Becky and her friends during a sleepover. She admits that her situation with Matt is complicated, sparking the girls' curiosity and admiration for the love story. To uplift their spirits, Jenna initiates a dance party with them. The next day, Matt is surprised when Wendy, his fiancée, unexpectedly returns home early. During lunch, Wendy discusses their future, but Matt seems distracted and preoccupied. Meanwhile, Richard, Jenna's boss at Poise, is confused and concerned about Jenna and Lucy presenting separate redesigns for the magazine. As Richard panics, Jenna and Arlene prepare for their presentation. During Lucy's pitch, Richard is unimpressed, shutting down her presentation. Jenna then presents her own redesign concept, advocating for authenticity and featuring real women who embrace who they are. The presentation is well received, and Richard chooses Jenna's idea for the corporate pitch. As Jenna leaves the building in excitement, Matt arrives at her office. However, he encounters Lucy instead, who deceitfully informs him that Jenna plans to replace him with a more established photographer. Jenna, undeterred by the rain, visits Matt's apartment, only to be greeted by Wendy. Jenna's intention is to share the news of everyone loving Matt's photos, but Wendy tells her Matt is preparing for their wedding the next day. The following day, Jenna rehearses her pitch for the corporate meeting. However, Richard announces that their project is cancelled because Lucy has betrayed Poise, taking Jenna's redesign ideas to Sparkle in exchange for an editor-in-chief position. Jenna's attempt to argue that Lucy doesn't have the rights to Matt's photos is stopped when Richard reveals that Lucy made Matt sign a photography release. Jenna confronts Lucy, who accuses Jenna of hypocrisy and reveals that Jenna was secretly planning to leave Poise for Sparkle, thus betraying her own company. Jenna faces the harsh reality of her adult choices. Lucy, having betrayed their magazine for personal gain, secures the position she sought, leaving Jenna feeling utterly defeated. Stepping outside the building, Jenna is confronted with the sight of Matt's work displayed on a bus advertisement for Sparkle, the rival magazine, which brings her to tears. In a twist of fate, Jenna's cab driver turns out to be Chris, her childhood crush. During the ride, Chris attempts to rekindle their past, reminiscing and making advances towards Jenna. However, Jenna, tired of his advances and focused on more pressing matters, rushes out of the cab and heads straight to Matt's family home, where his wedding preparations are underway. Sneaking into Matt's room, Jenna confronts him. With heartfelt honesty, she admits to changing for the better and expresses her hope that Matt will see this change and reconsider his decision to marry someone else. Matt confesses that he experienced feelings he hadn't felt in a long time when they recently reconnected, but insists they can't turn back time. They've moved on with their lives, and he's chosen to be with Wendy, who genuinely cares for him. Emotionally overwhelmed, Jenna sees the dollhouse Matt made for her when they were 13, which he had tried to repair. She asks to keep it, a reminder of their childhood bond. Jenna then encourages Matt to proceed with his wedding, assuring him her tears are of joy, wanting nothing but happiness for him. Before Jenna departs, Matt reveals that he has always loved her. Outside, Jenna sits on the porch, listening to the sounds of the wedding. Longing for the simpler times of her youth and her friendship with Matt, she wishes upon the dollhouse, hoping to return to her past. Miraculously, the wishing dust works its magic, and Jenna finds herself back in the basement closet on her 13th birthday. As Matt opens the door, Jenna impulsively kisses him, pulling him away from the party. Jenna's transformation is evident when she encounters Lucy on the stairs. In a bold move, she tears up the report she had written for the group and intentionally spills her drink on Lucy's dress, asserting her newfound self-respect and independence. The movie concludes with a heartwarming scene years later, showing Jenna and Matt getting married and moving into their dream home, modeled after Jenna's cherished dollhouse. The last scene closes on this note of happiness and fulfillment, showing that true contentment comes from being true to oneself and valuing genuine relationships.